Ever felt like there's a hidden rulebook to success that only a select few seem to know? That's the realm of Machiavellianism and what we're going to explore. Its secrets, not just to intrigue you, but to arm you with knowledge that's been shaping human behavior and history for centuries. Power, deception, survival. In a world where these forces shape destinies, how do you ensure you're not a pawn, but instead a master of the game? In this video, you'll learn 4 ways Machiavellian-based deception shapes our world. We'll start by understanding exactly what Machiavellianism is, explore the intricate mechanics behind it, see it in action across various scenarios, learn how to recognize and counter Machiavellian behavior, and finally, reflect on the ethical implications of employing such strategies. I've traveled far and delved into ancient texts to bring these insights to life. From the strategic cunning of historical leaders to the subtle manipulations in today's boardrooms and political arenas, understanding Machiavellianism is about more than just theory. It's about seeing the unseen. But there's a twist. As we uncover the tactics of power and control, we'll also explore whether these strategies can be used for good. What's at stake is not just personal gain, but our understanding of power itself. Are you ready to look behind the curtain of history and influence? Stay tuned as we decode the mysteries of Machiavelli, revealing not just how to survive, but how to thrive in a world that's playing the Game of Thrones for real. Let's immerse ourselves in the turbulent era of Renaissance Italy, a time of art, innovation, and intense political intrigue. In the heart of Florence, our story unfolds with a man named Niccolò Machiavelli. More than just a philosopher, Machiavelli was a seasoned diplomat and a keen observer of the human condition. Machiavelli's life was steeped in the volatile politics of Italian city-states. These were places where power was as fragile as glass, often shattered by betrayal, alliances, and backdoor machinations. As a diplomat, he navigated these waters, sometimes calm and often stormy, engaging directly with kings and mercenaries alike. Through his experiences, Machiavelli witnessed the raw underbelly of power. He saw rulers and their advisors engage in ruthless power plays, using every tool available to maintain their grip on authority. It was a world where trust was a currency few could afford, and betrayal was often a tool rather than a treason. These first-hand observations were critical. They didn't just influence Machiavelli, they transformed his understanding of governance. This profound insight into political maneuvers and the nature of power led him to write his guide, The Prince, a guide that candidly described the mechanisms of acquiring and maintaining power, devoid of ethical sugarcoating, and that guide continues to be a cornerstone of political strategy to this day. So, you see, Machiavellianism isn't just about cunning for the sake of it. It's a direct response to a world where power dynamics are in constant flux. Staying ahead doesn't just mean understanding these shifts, it means mastering them, maneuvering with precision and strategy. As we explore deeper, keep in mind that Machiavellianism is more than a set of tactics. It's a reflection on power itself. It's about the art of survival and influence in a world where every interaction has layers deeper than what appears on the surface. At the heart of Machiavellianism lies a deep understanding of human nature. It's about recognizing what drives people, what scares them, and what they desire. With this knowledge, a skilled Machiavellian can shape outcomes almost as if they have the other player's moves planned out in advance. Let's break down some of the key tactics used by Machiavellians: deception, selective honesty, and psychological manipulation. Each of these tools can be powerful if you know when and how to use them. Deception isn't just about lying. It's about presenting information in a way that leads others to misinterpret your intentions, allowing you to stay several steps ahead. Selective honesty, on the other hand, is about using the truth as a tool, revealing it at just the right moment to gain trust or divert attention. Psychological manipulation involves influencing others' perceptions and decisions without their awareness. It might sound sinister, and it can be, but in the hands of a Machiavellian, it's just another day at the office. Here's a scenario to consider. Imagine you're negotiating a deal, and you let slip some confidential information. Your counterpart thinks they've caught you off guard, but in reality, you've just steered the negotiation exactly where you want it. That's Machiavellianism in action. With these tools, Machiavellians can navigate social landscapes effortlessly. But how do they ensure they remain in power? How do they maintain their grip on the game they play? Machiavellian tactics aren't just theoretical. They've been applied throughout history and continue to shape the corridors of power today. From political figures maneuvering to gain the upper hand, to CEOs strategizing corporate takeovers, these tactics are evident if you know where to look. Consider the political arena, where Machiavellian strategies can determine the rise or fall of leaders. It's about more than just winning an election. It's about controlling the narrative, influencing public perception, and sometimes rewriting the rules of the game. In business, similar tactics are employed during hostile takeovers, in negotiation rooms, and within board meetings to outmaneuver competitors and secure market dominance. The impact of these tactics extends beyond public figures and corporate giants. They trickle down into personal and professional relationships, influencing how decisions are made, alliances formed, and betrayals justified. In personal relationships, Machiavellianism might manifest as manipulation to maintain control or influence. This can lead to a dynamic where trust is eroded, yet the bond is paradoxically strong due to dependence or fear. Professionally, it could mean navigating your career with a strategy that ensures your advancement, even at the expense of others. Understanding these strategies is one thing, but recognizing when you're a target is another. It's crucial not just to know the game, but also to understand when you're part of it. Up next, we'll dive into how to spot when you're the focus of Machiavellian tactics and what you can do to protect yourself. Recognizing a Machiavellian in action can be crucial to navigating social and professional landscapes without falling prey to manipulation. So, how do you spot a Machiavellian in the wild? First, look for the signs: excessive charm, a knack for always getting their way, and a pattern of relationships where they always seem to come out on top. These individuals often possess an uncanny ability to read others and will use this skill to their advantage, bending truths and situations to fit their agendas. They're also masters of selective honesty and strategic secrecy. If someone often leaves you feeling like you're only ever getting part of the story, it's a potential red flag. Protecting yourself from Machiavellian tactics doesn't mean you have to play their game or compromise your morals. It starts with awareness. Recognize the manipulation, understand the intent behind the actions, and maintain a healthy skepticism in your interactions. Set clear boundaries and stick to them. Seek second opinions when decisions feel weighted, and perhaps most importantly, keep your interactions as transparent and straightforward as possible. This diminishes the room for manipulative behaviors to take root. So, is being Machiavellian all bad, or is there something we can learn from it? This philosophy isn't black and white, and understanding its nuances can offer valuable insights into human behavior and the dynamics of power. Machiavellianism raises significant ethical questions. While the tactics can lead to success, they often tread a fine line between strategic brilliance and ethical breach. So, is it justifiable to use such strategies if they lead to success? The allure of power and influence that these Machiavellian tactics offer is undeniable, but as we navigate these waters, it's crucial to consider the moral implications of our actions. How do these strategies affect those around us? What are the long-term consequences of adopting a Machiavellian approach to life and business? We must ask ourselves whether the ends truly justify the means, and if they do, at what cost to our personal integrity and the well-being of others. However, it's not all grim. We can take the lessons learned from Machiavelli and apply them in a way that aligns with our values. It's about balance, using strategic thinking to foresee outcomes and plan effectively without undermining the ethical standards that define who we are. Imagine using your understanding of Machiavellianism to lead more effectively, to build stronger communities, or to navigate life's challenges with foresight and grace. This is where the true power of strategic thinking lies, not in deception, but in the ability to anticipate, plan, and act in ways that bring about positive change. Understanding Machiavellianism isn't just about learning how to manipulate. It's about understanding manipulation so well that you can choose a higher path, one of integrity and insight. Understanding Machiavellian tactics isn't just about recognizing manipulation, it's about foreseeing it and turning insight into action for a positive impact. Ensure you're not just a player, but a master of the game. This awareness empowers us not just to navigate, but to shape the dynamics of power around us, reflecting the best of who we are. If you're intrigued by the strategies we've discussed today and want to delve even deeper into the art of influence, join me next time. We'll explore the first 25 most profound Machiavellian maxims that have been shaping leaders and strategic thinkers for centuries.